Well, we're all raring to go, but we've got a show to make first, so we may as well get cracking. Our opening round is called True, False or Whisper, and sets the tone for our journey through fact, fiction and outlandish speculation. I'm going to read out a number of statements, and in each case our teams must then decide whether what I say is straightforwardly true, straightforwardly false, in other words, I've just made it up, or whether it's a whisper, something which, though factually inaccurate, has at least been seriously suggested and is believed by some to be gospel truth. Anthony and Rosie, we're going to start with you. Clint Eastwood's real father was Oliver Hardy.
No, I think Clint Eastwood's real father was Stan Laurel. That's what I heard. So I think that is a sort of quasi-truth and a half-whisper.
But Clint Eastwood's tall and thin and Stan Laurel was short and fat. No, I mean, Oliver Hardy was short and fat.
Yes, but what I think Gyles is foxing us with, and look at him, he's a
I
he's
bow
a foxy
to your
one.
superior knowledge. You take this.
I think it's a whisper because Clint Eastwood's father was Stan Laurel.
You're completely right. Well done, you get a full point there.
Well done, Pat.
It is false, we made it up, but it does qualify, as you rightly say, as a near whisper, since it has been seriously suggested, based on no discernible evidence, but it does occur in several sort of books of facts and figures, that Clint Eastwood's actual father was Stan Laurel. Your turn now, Stella and Jenny. Please listen to this.
I was so curious about the game of golf because I had, grown up watching hours and hours of it on television, never really understanding it. And then after I had played polo for well over 20 years, I thought, I really can't go much further in that sport. I've enjoyed it, I've taken my falls and my lumps, but I thought, golf, there's got to be something to it. So, just out of sheer curiosity and I guess an overdeveloped sense of masochism, I decided to take it up, and here I am.
That was Sylvester Stallone.
Going from polo to golf because he's a Volkswagen dealer?
Well, he was certainly admitting to a dark secret, which was that he plays golf. But I wanted to put it to you that he also once starred in a pornographic film. Do you think that's true? Do you think that's
surely
false?
it's true.
I know it's true because
You've seen it.
I haven't seen the whole film.
She was in it.
Dark horse.
There's not a lot to do in the evenings where I come from. But I have seen a still of him getting very steamy in the shower, and he manages to simultaneously be doing soft porn and also look incredibly embarrassed about the fact that he's doing so, despite the fact that his artistic talents, really, that's about as far as they go.
You get a full point, that's
Hurrah.
true. The film was released in 1970. It's called Party at Kitty and Studs. But I wouldn't bother watching it. Take it from me, it doesn't deliver. Anthony and Rosie, how about this? Charles Manson auditioned to join the Monkees. Let's have a listen, see if you can imagine it.
Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
There you are, the Monkees singing I'm a Believer. But what about Charles Manson, mass murderer? Did he audition to join the group? True? False? A whisper?
I always get him muddled up with Marilyn Manson, who is a singer. But I think it's a whisper, because I think Charles Manson was involved with some group that he tried to join whilst in prison. So I think it's a whisper, but sort of wrong.
Full marks again to you. Congratulations. It is indeed a whisper, a classic urban myth. Although widely believed, it couldn't possibly be true because Manson was imprisoned between 1961 and 1967 for a parole violation, while auditions for the Monkees were actually held in 1965. I know, I was there, and I'm not bitter about not being included.
Right, my teammate thinks he wrote a song for them, Jenny.
I think he wrote a song for them and the Beach Boys. Mm-hmm. And they kind of went on to various albums, and then they went, oh, he's a big old murderer, and kind of hid them away again. But yeah, he wrote and sold songs all that time.
So can we have half
Everyone's
a
just
point?
looking at me like going, shut up, that's completely useless information.
We're being advised that what you're saying is possibly true. You get a half-point bonus. That little extra incidental.
Thank you so much.
Finally, in this round, Stella and Jenny, Queen Victoria was a cannabis user. True, false, a whisper.
That's true, isn't it?
And she was a cocaine user.
Oh.
I don't know if she was a cannabis user, I suspect a whisper, but she was definitely a cocaine user.
But surely she must have been a cannabis user because you only ever go onto hard drugs
That's
after you've been
right.
using a lot of soft drugs, children.